Hi, my name is Pastor Jerry Ingalls from First Baptist Church in Newcastle, Indiana, and we are on a journey together. We are studying the Bible one chapter at a time, and I'm writing a short devotional thought on each chapter, then I'm sharing that with you. Let's look at Revelation chapter 20. Do you know your place in God's ongoing story? Revelation chapter 20 is the end of the beginning, and yet the best is coming. When I teach a survey class of the Bible, I take time to explain how Genesis 1 through 11 serves as the prologue, and Revelation 4 through 22 serves as the epilogue of the greatest story ever told. And I encourage you to take some time to read the prologue and the epilogue of the Bible and see how the Bible is one epic story. Both the prologue and epilogue are essential to understanding the meta-narrative of God's redemptive story, where chapter 1 would be the choosing of God's people, Abram at the time actually, in Genesis chapter 12. Okay, so that would, in many ways, if the prologue is chapters 1 through 11, then the first chapter of the story is the choosing of Abram, God's grace. And then it ends with Jesus' final words to the seven churches, the descendants of Abraham, in Revelation chapters 1 through 3. So, just as Genesis, the prologue, sets the stage and introduces God as the main character, the Revelation epilogue shows that the story does not end in the age of the church. Okay? So while we currently live in the age of the church, the age of grace, it will conclude with the imminent return of Jesus Christ, who will come as the conquering king to vanquish evil, to rule the nations, and judge the deeds of humanity. Until these days are completed, and evil is vanquished with all sin judged, which, by the way, is the emphasis of Revelation chapter 20. We must today walk through hardship and remain faithful to God's calling, the same call he had to Abram, and the same call that he is speaking to the seven churches of Revelation. Faithful are those whose names are written in the book of life. Faithful are those who do not take the mark of the beast. Faithful are those who will never taste of the second death, the lake of fire. Seize the moment and take your place, your rightful place in God's story. Why is it your rightful place? Because the God who is righteous and just, he has chosen you. Finish faithfully until the one who promises returns to make all things new. Seize the moment.